Hello, brothers and sisters. God bless you. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. So we're back in our class again, ready for an amazing Sunday school day one more time. Who remembers last week? Do you remember last week?
God
That is
is
our
comforter.
comforter. Yes, God is our comforter. And if you remember, we made this amazing craft. We still have to share the video. We will share the video probably tomorrow with all the crafts from the last 2 weeks. But this was the amazing craft that we did for God is my comforter. So there's this little guy covered with a comforter because God is our comforter. Oh, this one, yeah, this one is a girl. And Mateo's is a guy with only one strand of hair. I think it's a look into the future of what Mateo's head will look like.
It's more like Lucas's.
Oh, Lucas's. We'll see. Time will tell what happens to our hair line in the future. All right, so here we are once again to learn from God. But before we go into our brand new topic that we have prepared for today, we are going to do our
Verse review.
verse review is right. Let's look at our verse from last week and how our amazing children learned that verse. Lucas, share it with everybody.
Whenever I am lamenting and worry,
You comfort me.
and make me glad. Psalm chapter 94, verse 19.
Awesome. Psalms 94:19. That was our memory verse last week because God is indeed our comforter. What is our topic for today? Maybe you're wondering what it is. Lucas, why don't you show everybody? And you can read it together with us. This is our topic for today.
God is my deliverer.
God is my deliverer. God is my deliverer. I think that is a concept that's a little hard to understand. When I mentioned this to my children, what was today's topic? They said, Mommy, why not a mailbox? Why? Why would we think a mailbox? Lucas?
Because usually there's delivery services.
Yeah, because there is delivery services. And it sounds like deliverer is a person that delivers letters, parcels, other things. Food, maybe. Yay, let's do some delivery today, Daddy. How about that? Yes, it sounds fun and interesting, especially if I don't have to cook. But no, that's not going to happen. And that's not deliverer. That's not what I mean by deliverer today. What I mean by deliverer, probably, yeah, it has something to do with bringing something from one place to another place, but it doesn't just mean bringing letters and parcels and other messages in other forms or even food in whatever way that we send it from one place to another. But it talks about somebody that has been bound and that person needs to be set free. So they need to be delivered from their chains or from their boundaries. Now, to understand this better, I sent Mateo on an expedition this morning. Do you want to see what I sent Mateo to do?
What'd you do, Mateo?
Let's show everybody what we sent Mateo to do. So we're going to use a second camera today because I want to be able to show you. So Lucas, if you can show everybody, I'm gonna show everybody what we have in here. So right here, I have a container, and you would say, "What's so special about a container?" It doesn't seem to be anything special or anything
that would need an expedition for. But wait a minute, look at what I have inside my container. Oh my goodness, these people are traveling fast. So right here I have what appears to be what? Can you see that?
Spider.
It's is it a spider? Does it have 8 legs? I see. Don't move it. Don't move it. I think that's a good angle.
Yeah.
Okay. So I see. How many legs do you see?
6.
I see 6 legs. There are 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, and it does have a couple of antennae
Oh, the
on
Montero
the
say
head.
it's an ant.
It is an ant. You got it. And I got another little guy
right here.
here. It's moving quite fast. It was very quiet, but very still before class. We even thought it died, poor little thing. But it's moving. So anybody knows what that is?
I know.
Well, how many legs does this thing have?
Oh man, how many legs? That's gonna be really hard to count. Thank
It's
you, Juliana.
100.
Maybe 100, maybe less, maybe more. Some of these guys are lookalikes. So you would think it's one animal, but it's just a lookalike of another animal. So if you know what animal this is,
Oh, Montero say centipede.
yeah, we
it's a
believe it's a centipede. It's a tiny little centipede. I have seen centipedes that are bigger than my arm.
What?
Yeah, in Colombia, in South America. They're
I'm
longer
not
than my,
going to
yeah, I don't want to see
now.
them again. But and it's not everywhere that you find them, but sometimes they grow very, very, very large. This one is a tiny one, and it's very active right now, but it's just walking in circles. Do you think it's happy where it is? What do you think?
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. Because is it meant to live in a little container like this one?
No.
No, right? Where is it meant to live?
Out in the grass, probably under a rock.
Yeah, they love to hide under rocks in very humid and dark places. There's my
Now you can
aunt.
see both of them.
The ant was really scared at first and he kept moving, but now it seems to be stuck in the same little spot. Yes, these guys are trapped right now. They are not free right now. What do you think? Are they free right now?
No.
No, they're not. They are trapped at this moment.
Oh, and hi GT. God bless. Apparently he's watching from the Boys and Girls Club.
That is amazing. Yay. So you are resharing. That's wonderful. Okay. So, yes, these guys are not meant to live in this container and they are most certainly not happy. Mateo, can you be the deliverer of the bugs? Can you go outside and deliver this guys back into freedom?
Yeah, you monster.
No, he's not a monster. He did what I asked. Let's follow Mateo as he sets these guys free. He is going to be the deliverer of the bugs. Let's see, Mateo. Can you set these guys free in the grass without hurting them or killing them? We just want them to be free. Okay, let's see. He's going to grab them with the tweezers gently. There's the centipede, I think. It went down. And there's the ant. Did it come out? Oh, it's still there. It got used to the container. Don't hurt it. Oh, there it is. It's free. I've been set free. Isn't that amazing? All right. And it went straight. It went straight to the grass. Lucas, let's send the other camera back. And there's our station and our computer man. All right, let's send it back.
The other one. Awesome. Thank you so much. So you see, being a deliverer means that you are trapped in a situation that is not very comfortable, that you have been chained into a position that is not very, very fun or very good.
Mateo said to check if maybe the ant or the centipede is crawling on you.
No, they're not. They're not. We did see them parting and they even waved bye-bye. They said, thank you for setting us free, I think. No, they are free now and they are not trapped anymore. So that is what being a deliverer is. Mateo put them in prison this morning. And now Mateo has become the deliverer. He set them free.
You put them in prison.
Technically, I am the monster in this story, yes, because I gave a command. I was the evil guy that devised a plan to enslave an ant and a centipede. But I am also the deliverer because I said, Mateo, go and set them free. Isn't that interesting? That's fun.
Is someone going to close the door?
Oh yeah, we can close. If we could have somebody help us close the door, that would be amazing. Anyway, so being a deliverer means that you have been set free. In a way, you can say that the letters are being trapped at the post office and they are set free when they reach the destination. So maybe that's why we decided to use the word delivery to talk about the mail. But delivery means, or the deliverer, or being delivered means being set free. You want to hear a Bible story that talks precisely about this?
So it's story time?
It is story time! Lucas, transition to our story time. So here we go. This is the story of two brothers in the New Testament. One of them is called Brother Paul, and the other one is called Brother Silas. So what are the names of our two brothers? Paul and Silas. And they went to a city, one of the most important cities in the Roman Empire. And this is an important piece of information. Remember this. The name of the city was Philippi. What was the name of the city? Philippi. Do you know of a book of the Bible that sounds like Philippi?
Philippians.
That's right. There is a book in the Bible called Philippians, and it's actually a letter that Brother Paul later on wrote from the city of Rome to send it to the brothers and sisters in the city of Philippi. All right, let's see what our story is about. Hello, Amy and Johan, who are just joining the streaming. And I say hi to everybody. I know that the Monteros are here, and the Rivaldos are here, and the Ramirez are here, and the Reyes are here. So thank you, everybody, for joining in, and we love to see you with us. Yes?
And someone from Barranquilla.
Oh, and we have a few people from Colombia as well. We have Brother Ricardo Escorcia, whom I know personally. Brother Ricardo is an architect, just like your father. So God bless you, brother. Hello, thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoy the class as well. All right, so Juliana, please start with our story about our brothers. What are their names?
Paul
and
Silas. Yes, Brother Mateo, you had a question or a comment?
I thought when she said Philippines, she didn't mean Philippines.
Philippians is a book in the Bible. Yeah,
I heard Philippines.
Okay, it's not Philippines, it's Philippians, and it's a book in the Bible. So Juliana, start the story. Let's go there.
She's a country today.
Yes. Okay, come on. Juliana, please.
Paul, Silas, and some other brothers came to a city called Philippi to preach the gospel. Many people believed in Jesus and were baptized, but some others were annoyed by God's message and found a way to accuse Paul and Silas of breaking the law.
There you go. So they reached the city of Philippi. They were preaching nicely. People were believing and joining the church. And now some other people were not very happy about this. They thought, as people become Christians, we will run out of jobs because their jobs involved Christians, new Christians, doing things that God would not approve. So they thought, these guys are breaking the law. We're going to figure out a way to put them in prison. No. Can you be put in prison for preaching Jesus?
In some places.
In some places, even today, that is possible. But Let's see what happened to
Oh, and hi,
Paul
Sammy. I'm
and
guessing
Silas.
is
Oh, and Sammy Boy is with us. Yay! That's fantastic. All right, Mateo, tell us what happened to Paul and Silas next. Wait a minute. Yes, awesome. We're ready. Go ahead.
The judges of the city found them guilty of presenting a god different than the one they worshipped. They said they are teaching customs that are illegal for us Romans to practice.
That's right. So they were brought in front of a judge. Have you ever seen a courtroom or a movie about a courtroom? There comes a judge, he comes out, and they say, "All rise, the judge is ready to pass his ruling." The judge gives his ruling, and his ruling in this moment was Paul and Silas are guilty because they don't practice the religion of us, the Romans, and they need to be sent into prison. But that was not all. You want to see what happened next? It was not fun at all. Lucas, tell us what comes next in our story.
so yeah. As you can see in the picture, you're about to see what's coming up. A mob quickly formed against Paul and Silas, and the city officials ordered them to be stripped of their clothes and beaten with wooden rods. After a severe beating, Paul and Silas were thrown into prison.
Oh no, it's not an exaggeration. They were actually bit really hard with wooden sticks. That's what a wooden rod is. To the point that it hurt bad. It was probably bleeding, and it was not fun to go through this. They were not just sent into prison. They were bitten. They were hurt badly. No, Juliana, tell us, please. Now I want to know what's going to happen. I don't want to be in that position, being trapped like that. Wow.
The jailer was ordered to make sure they didn't escape. So he put them into the inner dungeon and clamped their feet in the stocks. Around midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening.
Oh no. So they were now in the darkest, scariest room at the very end of the prison. And now it's all creepy crawlers, humidity, darkness. They are hurt. And not only all of that, they put their feet in these stalks, in these wooden pieces that would not let them move. So uncomfortable, so scary, so annoying, so terrible. What would you do if that happened to you? Tell me, what would you do? Mateo, what would you do if you were in this dark, humid room and there were probably bugs all around you, even rats? What would you do?
I'll try to smash the stalk.
You would try to smash the stalks so you are free from them, but you're still in a dark room. How about you, Juliana? What would you do?
They had moonlight on.
You don't know? How about you, Lucas? What do you think you would do?
I'd probably go mad.
Probably go mad. You can tell me in your comments what you think you would do. I will tell you what I would do. I would cry like a baby. Why me? I am so scared. This is so sad. I was just preaching. It's supposed to be what God wants me to do. That would be me. I don't know what you would be doing.
Yeah,
The
Montero
Montero
said
say
cry.
cry. I agree with you. I would definitely cry.
Unfair.
It would be so unfair. I would feel so scared too. What's gonna happen with me? Am I going to die? Lucas, do we have another
I'm
comment?
guessing this from Amy, but I yell at the people who
Oh,
imprison them.
okay. Yeah, that's another reaction when you get scared, you get angry, and you start yelling, "Get me out of here! This is unfair! I want to get out!" Would you do that? I can totally see some people in this house doing that. I can totally see some of you in the
Or-
audience doing that.
Or get a chainsaw.
Get it? Well, you are trapped in a darker room and you've
Maybe
been
they have
stripped of
pocket
even
knife.
your clothes. How are you gonna get a chainsaw?
How?
How? You were saying, Mateo?
Maybe you have a pocket knife in your.
But they took their clothes off. They're only in their underwear. You have no pockets, nowhere to
You
hide.
showed them your
them.
underwear.
Okay, that was probably not an option. But what did Paul and Silas do? You heard, who was it that was reading? Lucas, Mateo, Juliana? Juliana. Juliana was telling us that part. So she told us what Paul and Silas were doing. Were they yelling, "Get me out! Get me out!" No, were they crying, "It is so unfair"? Were they doing that?
No.
Were they looking for a chainsaw and a knife or something? Were they doing any of that?
No.
No. What were they doing?
They were singing and praying.
They were singing and praying. How about saying, "You deserve the glory and the honor"? Or maybe they were saying, "There is power in the name of Jesus." What do you think they were
But yeah,
singing?
JT says he would pray to God, and Tails were answering saying
They
like,
were singing
yeah.
to Jesus. Yes, they were. They were probably calling on the beauty of the name of God. And they were happy. They were full of joy. And they were full of trust because they knew who is their deliverer. That's right. Now, what happened after they were singing and praying? Mateo, I want to know.
Suddenly there was a massive earthquake and the prison was shaken to its foundations. All the doors immediately flew open and the chains of every prisoner fell off.
Wow, there was an earthquake like this, and everything shook and moved. And for a moment, it may have been scary, but what happened is that all the chains, all the stocks, I'm sorry, were open and they were free now, and the jail was open. Yes, Brother Lucas.
God.
Yes, because I coughed. So
Mm.
everything in the prison was open and they were not trapped anymore. Do you think they ran? What do you think they did? What do you think they did, guys? You can write it in the comments.
Yeah,
They went away.
I don't know. Maybe they ran.
Maybe they ran. Juliana is saying they ran away. What do you think? What do you think they did? Or what would you have done?
I would run.
I would run.
I would run.
Yeah. Can you show me the comments, Lucas? Maybe somebody put something in there.
I don't know why, but this comment was delayed. Anthony says would
Hammer the walls.
Walls.
Okay, that's
and
a possibility. And Kayla, Amy, Johan would say, "I would stay," and the Monteros say they were happy. Of course, they were happy even before the doors were open. But what they did is they stayed. The jailer was so scared that they had run away that he thought, "Oh no, I'm in trouble." But they stayed because they said, "No, God just wants us to be more comfortable, but He's not telling us yet that we can go." What happened next, Lucas?
Paul and Silas didn't leave though. They waited for the jailer to tell them they were free. But they knew God had already delivered them. The next morning, the city officials told the jailer, "Let those men go." Paul and Silas left the prison and returned to the brothers and sisters of Philippi.
Okay, so they were set free by God, not only because God opened the doors, but because God brought a charge, changed the heart of the officials, And the officials said, indeed, you can go. You are free. So God was their deliverer. Yes, God was their deliverer. How about us? Are we in prison right now? Are we in jail?
Yeah. It's called
Yes,
quarantine.
no, it's called quarantine. Yes. As I was thinking about this class this morning, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, how can our children understand being delivered? And I thought exactly what Lucas just said. This quarantine has brought us to thinking or to understanding what it is to not be able to use your freedom as you please. Can we go to the swimming pool? A public swimming pool? No, we can't go to a swimming pool. Can we go to the science center? No, we can't go to the science center. We love those places as a family. Is there a place that you like that you haven't been able to go to? You can put it in the comments and we can share that with everybody. We can't go horseback riding. Juliana wants to go horseback riding, but it looks like it's not open yet. We can't go to school. We can't see our friends in
We wouldn't go
school.
to school.
No,
Right now
it
it's
has to be.
summer.
Well, right now it's summer, but we couldn't go to school since March. So yeah, that wasn't fun. Nobody's putting anything in the comments, but there is one very specific place that I really want to go back to, but we can't
Why?
yet.
Church.
Church is
Church.
right. We can't go to church. But are we sad? Are we frustrated? Are we yelling, get us out, get us out? Are we crying, I want to go out? Are we doing any of that?
Andres says he wishes to
To go to men's camp. Well, unbelievably, but they were able to go to men's camp.
Yeah, we were.
But yeah, we are not yelling, we are not crying, we are not desperate because we trust in our deliverer. And even though our body is in one place that sometimes we would like to get out of, our spirit is completely free and full with the presence of God. I was really proud of these guys through these months who kept saying, but mommy, I feel okay. I feel fine. I don't know why people are so desperate. Yes, there are places we want to go, but we are free in Jesus. And this freedom that He has given us makes us happy because it's not the freedom of the body, it's the freedom of something so much more important. It's the freedom of your inside. God is my deliverer, and He has set me free from the inside. No matter where my body is, my mind, my heart, my spirit is free.
And now we get to do these classes.
And yeah, we've had these amazing classes. Amy, I believe, said, oh, she couldn't go to school. She couldn't come visit in our house. That's true. But some of that is over now, and we hope that the rest will be over soon too. But the most important thing is inside we are free. Lucas, can you show everybody our memory verse for today? Remember, if you have the whole entire week to memorize your verse, make a video of yourself, and next class you will be in our verse review video. All right, so our verse for today, Lucas, show everybody. It says, this is something that David said after God delivered him from all his enemies. It is found in 2 Samuel 22:2, and the version which I didn't include is the NKJV. And it says, and he said, the Lord is my rock and my fortress, my deliverer.
I've heard this before.
Yes, and he said, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer.
There's a lot of songs about this verse.
Oh yeah, remember that one? You're my
Rock my sword.
yeah, you're my rock, my sword, my shield. You're the wheel in the middle of the wheel. You're the lily of the valleys, the bright and morning star. It doesn't matter what you say, I'll get on my knees and pray, and I'll sing until the day that Jesus comes. We have one more comment. Johan would also like to go to your house too. You're welcome to come anytime you want. I was thinking about that this morning. Maybe we can figure out a way that we can visit each other, keeping our social distance, but still see each other. Some of us or
It's
all
called
of us.
video chat.
We can also video chat. Yes. Let's try and say our verse. 1, 2, 3. And he said, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. 2 Samuel 22:2. Let's try that again.
That's a lot of
And
twos.
KJV. Yes, it's a lot of twos. All right. So, and he said, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. 2 Samuel 22:2. Can you say it alone? How about we take down the verse and we all say it by ourselves without looking? Lucas? Awesome. And he said, the Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer. 2 Samuel 22:2.
NKJV.
NKJV. Thank you very much, Mr. Mateo. All right, so are you ready for Kahoots? Yeah, let's do Kahoots. Yes, awesome. Lucas, can you get it ready for everybody to join?
So yeah, soon I will be showing the code for everyone. Just get your devices up and ready right now. Get on your apps. Get on the link that's on the screen right now. Kahoot.it. That's Kahoot.it.
I can't see.
I have it.
Oh no. Please have some water too. Okay.
So yeah, here it is. In just one moment, it'll be up, and there it is. The code is 744802. Yeah.
Awesome. So if you get your devices ready, you go to the web page if you're using your browser to kahoot.it, or you can use the app downloaded into your smart devices like your tablet or your phone, and then you just click on you click on the app, and there's an option in the bottom middle with several colors that lets you play in a game that has already been planned. And our code to access the game today is 744802. 744802. So we already have
Johan, Juliana, Sammy, and Mateo.
Okay, and triple A. We're missing, of the people that we know, we're missing Amy.
So yeah, just please
that we know that are watching.
Let us know if you need some more time.
Yes.
Don't want to leave anyone out.
That's right. You can still join after if you put the banner with the code. Gabo is in. Amy is in. Oh, maybe Gabriela and Luciana. They haven't made any comments today, but maybe they're watching and they want to join in the Kahoot. So the pin again is 744802. 744802. There we go. Gabby and Lucci are in.
Yay.
And who did I say we're missing? No, I think that's everybody.
I don't know if JT can join. No,
True, JT's watching today, and Isaiah and
so yeah, you don't have to get the app. It just might be better. You can also just go straight on your browser and type in Kahoot.it. Yeah. The quality went down for some reason. Let's deal with that.
Okay. So we're almost ready to start our Kahoot. Remember the key information because there's going to be a bonus today. I'm not reminding anybody and nobody say anything, but there is something happening today, something special that we have never done before. You want to be a part of our Kahoot today.
Is it competitive?
Yes.
I'll make it cookies again?
No, we're not making cookies again. We're making our regular craft.
Is it competitive this time?
Okay, so ready to start our Kahoot? I believe so. Lucas, send us in.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
There we go. God is my deliverer. Lucas, what's the first question?
So yeah, the first question is: a deliverer is someone who gives freedom. Who gives you freedom? Is that true or false?
So deliverer is somebody that gives you freedom. True or false? We have 4 answers in. Very
5.
simple question. 5 already. Awesome.
7.
How many players do we have?
8.
We
So
have
one
8
more.
players.
We're waiting on
one
one
more.
person.
We have 7 players in.
I don't know how many
We're
other
waiting
people
on one
joined
more
yet.
person.
There you go.
Alec.
So it is
True.
A deliverer is someone that gives you freedom. So consider all the letters that get to your house by delivery form. They are now free. They are in your house, so they're free. Now, who
Who was thrown in jail?
was thrown in jail?
Your
Red.
red option is Peter and Silas,
Blue,
John and Simon,
yellow,
Paul and Silas,
and green.
Jesus and all of his disciples.
I
So
just noticed something.
you just noticed that
I'm pretty
there's a trick in there.
No.
Peter and Silas, John and
No.
Simon, Paul and Silas, or Jesus and his disciples.
No, it's just that. It's just that I'm pretty sure Silas is spelled with a C.
No, it's with
No.
an S.
It's with
I
an S.
I confirmed in the Bible, Mateo. I looked, I read, I studied, and that's how you spell it.
July, I think we're just waiting on you.
I thought it was CY.
Oh, it was
we should-
tricky.
yeah.
It's not Peter, it was Paul. Remember that I told you that later Paul also wrote a letter to these people in this amazing city, in this wonderful church.
Gotcha.
So it was Paul. Paul and Silas was the right answer. Let's go to the next question.
So the next question is, why were they thrown in jail?
Why, oh why were they thrown in jail? What's red?
They were littering.
Oh, for littering. Blue,
They were preaching.
yellow,
For murder.
and green.
For driving too fast.
Oh, they were definitely driving
they,
too
were,
fast.
they were riding their donkeys too fast.
The donkeys were being fast. Or they were running instead of walking. You would get thrown into the principal's office if you're running in the hallways and not walking in the hallways in your school. No?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
No, not the
possibly.
principal's office.
Maybe not the principal's
just be
office, but you
stuck.
get in trouble if you run.
Just be stuck.
So yay!
Everyone got it right.
Everybody got it right for preaching. Crazy, right? But that's the reason why they were thrown in prison, for preaching.
So yeah, what did they do to them before they got into prison? So red, they got beaten with rods. Blue, they were spat on. Yellow, they gave them clothes. Or green, nothing happened. They just
Okay.
threw them straight in prison.
So they beat them with rods. They spat on them. You know what's spat, right? Like spit. Spat. They gave them clothes because the poor guys were naked, or nothing happened to them at all. They were just sent into prison. So what happened to them? We have 7 answers in, waiting for only 1. So what happened to them? Yes, most people got it right. They beat them with rods. Remember how hurt their backs looked in the picture? Yes.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next one. Next.
So the next question is, once in prison, where did they put them?
Okay.
Did they put them in a closet because that's how much they hate them and they know that they're claustrophobic? Was it blue in a luxury suite where we could be if it wasn't for Corona? Yellow in a pantry? Or green in the inner dungeon where their feet were in stocks? If you don't remember, stocks are like little,
Wooden things on their feet.
yeah, that don't
Mhm.
move.
So where did they put? Oh, almost everybody got it right. A dungeon does look like a closet, but it was actually a dungeon. It's a very, very dark room at the very end of the prison. Yes,
I have a
Mateo?
feeling that somebody's getting it wrong on purpose.
Maybe they just got confused, but that's okay because we're learning. Kahoot helps us learn.
So what did Paul and Silas do in prison? Red, they cried. Blue, they sang and prayed. Yellow, they complained. Or green, they slept.
Okay, they cried, they sang and prayed, they complained, whiny, 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 or they just had a beautiful night of sleep. Such
But-
comfortable accommodations.
I don't get what's so special about the Kahoot.
Oh, it helps you learn. It helps you remember all the information.
So yeah,
Everybody got it right. They were singing and praying, and they were probably singing a beautiful song. Maybe they were great singers.
So yeah, this
Maybe
next
not.
one is a true or false, and is it? So God had set them free. Is
Actually,
this-
God set them free.
or God set them free. True or false?
Yes, true or false? Is that our last question, Lucas?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's our last question in the Kahoot, but I have a bonus. Not even Lucas knows about the bonus.
What?
What? Yes. I have something planned. So God set them free. Is that true or false?
That is
Just waiting on one more.
Remember
person.
that God is our deliverer. So yes,
It's
it's true. He set
True.
them free. There was a big earthquake. The jail was open. The stocks were broken. The chains were loose. And
This-
now they were set free. Not
This
only
story-
because of
This story said that they said that God was just making them more comfortable.
What? No.
No, at the end, God turned to the heart of the officials and the officials said, go. So they were actually free. The end is not the earthquake. The end is the next day when they were actually
Yeah,
taken
I can
out.
I can understand if
prison.
you were confused from that image.
Yeah, well, we're not going to give you the answer with the image. Now, here is the bonus. And unfortunately, because everybody is getting the signal at home with a 3, 4, 5 second delay, these 3 people in this room will not be able to participate in the bonus.
Oh, and
Hi.
I think JT was trying to play from
Oh,
the comments.
JT, we didn't see that in time but I'm sure you
But
got
it
most
looks
of the
like-
answers
yeah,
good.
Yeah, I think you got most of them right.
Yeah, you got, if not all of them. You probably got them right. Now,
That's right. That's right.
Um, this is the bonus. Get ready for it. Drum roll. Stop. Whoever writes in the comments, don't worry about spelling. Spelling is not important. But whoever writes in the comments the name of the city where Paul and Silas were first gets a prize, an actual prize that I will have delivered to you. I know it's not fair with you, but I will send it to you via mail or some other way. I will send you an actual prize if you write down, if you're the first person to write down the name of the city where Paul and Silas were put into prison, and who sent
Monteros.
the Monteros were first. The Monteros get a prize. It was Philippi. You spell it with a PH. though. Philippi. You get
Wait,
love and care of
wait.
them.
I'm sorry, but
Oh, it was Sammy Boy.
yes.
Yeah, Sammy Boy came in first.
Here, for some
Oh,
reason,
but they-
we received the Facebook comments before the YouTube comments, and looks like Sammy commented on.
You know what?
YouTube.
No, let's be fair, because it says
Let's give them
225, 225, and 225 for 3 people. For Sammy, for the Monteros, and for the Munoz. So I'm gonna give the 3 of you a prize that I will have delivered to your houses. So yes, it is Philippi. So 3 people get the prize. The what is it? The Quinteros, the Monteros, the Munoz. Yes. And yeah, you definitely got it right, JT. It's Philippi. And And okay, so we're ready for the next stop in our
I
class.
feel like JT has a really big delay.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Anyways, so we are going to do our craft now. Yeah. Work for prizes. Yeah, you're doing the you have been doing the club. I know I'm live. Yeah, you're doing the club memory verses.
Can we still do that? Are we on the list for people who are getting
Yes,
the
you are in the list. Those are different prizes that we will give away in church. But
Okay, so
I'm
we're not
talking
getting-
about a separate prize that you're gonna get.
Okay.
It's a smaller prize. It's just one little answer, but I thought it would be fun to add a little bit of spark to our classes. Don't you think it was fun and exciting to see who was gonna be first? And excellent, you were paying attention, so that's wonderful. So this is what we're gonna do today. We're talking about chains, right? And how they are broken. By who? By God, the deliverer. That's our keyword today, right? God is my deliverer. So we have these fists that I have pre-cut. I pre-cut mine to make it a little bit faster. But what we're gonna do is with these fists, we're gonna make a chain. We're gonna make a chain, and I want to see. Okay, so we're gonna make a chain. So I'm gonna give this to Juliana, this one to Mateo. They are going to cut their fists, and I'm just gonna work on the chain because I pre-cut my fists to do this faster. You can take the time to color your hand and to color your shirt that is probably at the end of the hand if you're wearing a long sleeve. So I'm guessing that's a shirt. Yeah, you can color it.
I don't want to.
I forgot to bring the colors to the table, but Juliana will take care of that. So you color your hand, you color your sleeve, and then you're gonna make a chain. I forgot to send you a picture of the craft that you would show everybody, but I'm gonna send it right now so that you can put it up and people can actually see the craft that we are making. In that way, it will be, okay, I made a mistake. It will be easier. Actually, you can get it from WhatsApp. It's this one. Awesome. So Juliana is gonna do the coloring. It's in the Sunday school class group. It's up to you, whatever you want to make it. The person in the example made the shirt gray. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take construction paper or whatever kind of paper you have at home. If it's already colored paper, then fine. If it's not color paper, then that's also fine. And you are going to make a chain using that paper. So I'm gonna make my chain colorful. Why not? So I'm gonna use black and I'm gonna use green, and I have yellow and I have orange. So I'm
just gonna pretend like my fists are so white that it looks like paper.
Sure. And well, when you tighten them very, very hard, then it looks like paper. Were you able to put the picture?
I'm about to put it up right now.
Okay.
So there it is on screen. Some of the sides are kind of transparent.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's what we're making today. So bring it back. What I'm gonna do now is gonna do this just by eye.
Wait, do we need to cut these things out?
No, those are extra. Just the hands. So I'm gonna cut my strips of paper. And it depends on how big you want your chain to be. Your chain can be really short or it can be really long. And because I want to be quick, instead of using glue, I think I'm going to use tape. I think I have tape in here. Okay, just give me 1 second. I I got my tape on the other side of the room. Here it is. There you go. So it's really easy to make a chain. You just take, uh-oh, I dropped something. So you take up one of your strips of paper, that they don't have to be perfect, and you make a loop. And if you have the patience and the time, you can use glue to put them together, but it's gonna take a while to dry. I'm gonna do it a little quicker, and I'm gonna just use tape. So I made a loop, and just like that, I made one link for my chain.
You know you can make an airplane.
Gonna be some.
Okay, so Juliana is gonna be sharpening some pencils, and you're gonna hear some background noise. Don't mind it. Here I am making my second loop. There's my second loop. I'm gonna make another loop. This time it's green. You can make your chain only one color. It doesn't have to be many
rainbow.
colors. But yeah, I used all the colors that I have at home. And now on my fourth loop, you see, this can be really quick. I forgot one little thing. I was gonna write my title on my loops, but that's okay. I'll do that after. It won't be as comfortable, but I can do it. Lucas, if you can get me my the marker box. Yeah, Mateo doesn't have a lot of patience for craft, so he's gonna use the tape too. He likes to do things quick. Juliana loves to take the time to make them pretty. Sounds like a boy and a girl. So Juliana is almost done coloring at least the fists. I don't think she's done.
I'm done with fists.
Yeah, all she has to do is the shirt part. So my chain is almost ready. Here we go.
Give me a piece of it. Aren't these? Wait, but this is not a shirt. Those are like the part of the chains.
No.
That goes around your wrist?
No, that's not. I know what you're talking about, the cuffs.
Yeah, the cuff.
No. It is, see, this is the picture of the chain. So my chain is ready. What I'm gonna do now is something I should have done before I made the chain.
Those are cuffs.
Okay, Juliana, then they're cuffs. It all depends on your imagination. So I'm gonna use a marker, and I'm gonna write my title. I write God. I wrote God. In the next link, I'm gonna write is my. Should have done that before. And I'm gonna write here deliverer. And my verse today, I'm gonna write it smaller here. Lucas, can you put it up for people to remember what's our verse today? That's found in 2 Samuel 22:2. And it says, and he said, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. And as Mateo said, those words are found in so many songs. So I'm gonna write it here again. I should have done this before. Silly me, it's like I've never done crafts before, but here we go. So, and he said, the Lord, right? Lord is my rock and my fortress, or without the and, no, with and my fortress and my deliverer, and that's in 2 Samuel 22:2. Mateo is done with his chain too. So see, in the last link I just wrote my verse. Just put it full screen. There you go. So I have God is my deliverer. And the next link
I'm really bad at
has
reading
my
these.
verse. And he said, the Lord is my fortress and the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. 2 Samuel 22:2. And all I have to do now is attach my, where's the tape? Thank
I'm
you.
really bad at writing on these chains.
Yeah, we should have written before, Mateo. It was my fault. I should have told you. So I'm gonna use my tape to put it in one end.
So going slow is worth it.
Yeah, going. It's always worth it to add more detail, to be a little more patient. You always get a better result. Absolutely. But I was rushing a little bit, and that didn't work out too well for me. But here we go. My craft is pretty much done. God is my deliverer. He breaks every chain for me.
And
So
here he is breaking
yours
the chain.
should be done kind of like
Wait,
that.
I need the first.
Yeah. And that's all for today.
Here.
Thank you so much for joining, for being a part of our class and our streaming. And remember that God is your deliverer. So, Brother Samuel, the Monteros, and the Munoz, you should be expecting to receive a prize hopefully before next Sunday. God bless you all and thank you for being with us. Before we're dismissed, though, we are going to pray. So, can you pause for a second, Juliana, Mateo, and we're going to pray?
Yeah.
Can you pause for a minute? All right. Lord Jesus,
Lord Jesus,
we thank you
thank you
for this day,
for this day,
for your power
for your power
and your love
and your love
that has set us free.
that has set us free.
We pray
We pray
that you help us
that you help us
stay free.
stay free.
In the name of Jesus,
In the name of Jesus,
we pray.
we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
God bless you. So long. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you for
Goodbye.
joining. God bless.